Josephine Frederica. As Archduchess, you will be the Lady of Landsbrook, guardian of its lands and people. The tasks of leading our country and liberating the Alps will fall on your shoulders. Do you believe you are prepared to take on this responsibility?
I do.
Do you swear to offer your service to Aelstadt and its citizens, putting them before yourself?
I swear it.
Then kiss this blade, which represents the souls of our ancestors, and take your sacred vow. Many blessings upon the Archduchess of Aelstadt. Long may she reign.
Europe is being devoured by the flames of war. And in Aelstadt, we are still mourning the loss of our nation's beloved father, the Archduke. I'm sure there are some among you who wonder if a young, inexperienced girl such as myself could possibly have the ability to guide our country through these dark times and dire circumstances. Do not be afraid, Aelstadt. My people, we have a guardian who embodies the strength of the sacred sword. Let me show you. Our savior! Direct your eyes to the reincarnation of the legendary White Witch, the guardian of Aelstadt, my friend Izetta! You may have already heard the stories. Rumors of a flying girl who destroyed the invading army's planes, who smashed their waves of tanks like they were toys. The girl who defended Kronenberg and kept us safe.
Yes, perfect. You two are doing splendidly. Stay calm and composed and all will go as planned.
Her powers are extraordinary, much stronger than Germania's most advanced weapons. Archduchess Fine! I promise you, dear Aelstadt, and the rest of the world, anyone who threatens us will face the wrath of the witch. I swear this on my name and on my blood. We will ensure our country remains free.
Fascinating. It sounds to me like she's threatening us indirectly. I thought they'd hide her away, but instead they parade her in front of the cameras. Things are getting interesting. Tell me, what do you make of this, Bergman?
Well, according to the troops who were stationed at Kronenberg, her powers are certainly real. As far as we can tell, she is an actual witch. I've had pictures from Kronenberg and the coronation examined. Our specialists agree that it's very unlikely that they were faked with trick photography.
I want this Izetta witch under my control, and I don't care what it costs to get her.
Your Majesty, I believe it would be quite prudent for us to talk about this.
Of course. That is why you're here in the first place, Elliot. What is it?
Before learning of this strange girl, we had two major reasons for the invasion of Aelstadt. Let's not forget those. Taking that country will allow us to secure a route between the Empire and our allies in the Romulus Federation. It would also make it easier to move troops and supplies to the Mediterranean and Africa. These are still high-priority objectives.
That's true. Wisely put, Elliot. We need a plan to conquer Aelstadt, and to capture the country's new weapon alive while we're at it.
I agree. But I think before we make any decisions, we should observe their next move.
Your plan is to wait?
Yes. Now that they've shown her off to the entire world, it's likely they'll be eager to get her into action. Probably by attacking us. Sometime soon, I imagine.
Think so.
Your Majesty, a report from the field.
Out with it.
It's an emergency message from the 183rd Infantry Division that was blockading Brislik near Wooden Lake. Aelstadt witch has launched a surprise attack.
This is it.
Indeed. They want her to put on a good show in front of the reporters and cameras. No doubt stories of her overwhelming power will soon be flooding the news reports. The whole world will be forced to acknowledge the existence of the witch and her terrifying abilities. Aelstadt will become a feared country overnight.
I'll take these, please.
Enemy planes! This just in. A legendary witch turns the tides of battle. A witch?
An entire division. Surely they're exaggerating. At most, she's defeated a battalion.
Our army was considered to be an invincible force, but now we've lost twice to this girl. I can't blame the Allies for getting a bit excited.
We had that witch. It's so frustrating that we lost her.
Oddly, it almost seems like His Majesty is enjoying all this. He's given us an unlimited budget, as well as any personnel we'd like.
You must be the person who sent for me.
Captain Basler. I don't believe we've met. So what makes you think it was me?
Simple. I just looked for the most conspicuous character in the bar. So, what does the special unit want with me?
Why don't we start with a little chat? You didn't mention a witch in your report, but she was the one who shot down you and your men, wasn't she?
Nobody would have believed me if I said what really happened that day.
So it's true.
I'm curious. What did you see of her power?
It was insanity. She was going 400 kilometers per hour. Flying on a huge rifle, another girl on the back, maneuvering like a hawk.
About that rifle. I'm told it was an Imperial Armory prototype. They certainly didn't give it the ability to fly, though. That trick was all her doing.
It was all but impossible to get a lock on her. No one would be able to keep up with her in a dogfight. Except for me.
Then you've passed this test. You'll be getting new orders. Germania is counting on you, Captain. From now on, you'll be under my command. We're going to hunt down this witch and capture her.
It's a real honor to be working with you, Major.
Given what Captain Basler said, it almost sounds like this witch is invincible.
Don't get ahead of yourself. I don't think she's as powerful as Aelstadt wants us to believe. They're just being clever with what they're showing us. After she brought down the captain and his men, it took her 2 whole days to reach the fortress at Kronenberg. If she'd flown, she could have been there in minutes. Plus, she only joined the battle once it was well underway, not at the beginning. Why is that?
You're right, that's strange when you think about it.
And if she really were invincible, they wouldn't have to show off her strength in newsreels and newspaper stories. They could simply send her to Neu Berlin and have her kill the Emperor while he sat on his throne. The whole war would be over in a matter of seconds. The witch is powerful, of course, but no, she is most certainly not invincible. If she were as powerful as they want us to believe, well, then the new Archduchess of Aelstadt would be ruling the entire world right now. But that's not the case, is it? Which means her power has limits. Or there's another weakness. Something we can exploit.
So what now? What's our next move?
We don't do anything. The generals will soon grow impatient and suggest to the Emperor that we move forward with the invasion of Aelstadt. We can take action after that, when we have more information.
Things went pretty much as planned. I'm so glad it's over.
Yes, people everywhere are starting to believe in our little witch.
We're getting secret missives from nations throughout the world requesting further information. Many wish to meet with Archduchess Finang.
I know this is kind of strange to say, but I can't believe people believe this fairy tale. It's the plan, yes, but we still made it up.
It is a fairy tale. And they want to believe it. Remember, Germania is not just our enemy, but that of the whole world. And they're being wiped out by a single girl. That makes for a thrilling story. But it's even better because it's true. It's not like we're stretching the truth that much. After all, Izetta is a witch.
That's right.
My brilliant Archduchess, a cunning and wise ruler.
It's not me. Izetta deserves all the praise here. Thank you. You really are doing such an incredible job.
No, I'm just doing what I'm told. You're the real brains behind everything, not me. But I'm happy I can be useful. For you and everyone else.
Moving along, these are the areas she can use her magic in?
Yes, it's a copy of the map we found in the castle basement.
Excellent. She can use her power in more places than I'd expected. That's a relief.
I'm sorry. I wish you didn't have to worry about this. That I could use my power wherever you wanted.
No, I'm not trying to criticize you. You're doing your best.
Now then, at this point we've beaten the Germanians twice, without revealing Izetta's limits, and we've proved to the entire world that we're a major power. Do we think this will deter the enemy from attacking us in the future?
Well, that's the ideal.
You've reached the Archduchess's office. That's right. Understood. I'll let her know. The enemy troops are marching on Aelstadt again.
Where are they?
At Vaula Pass.
Of all the places!
We're prepared for this.
What?
I expected they would test us. I've already spoken to Archduchess Finay about it.
Listen, Izetta. It was a gamble revealing you to the rest of the world instead of hiding you. And this next battle will decide whether it was worth it or if all we've done is overplay our hands.
Listen to me, men. That witch is nothing but a story. Don't be fooled by a feeble nation's propaganda. The only real weapons ahead are those made of iron and cold steel. See right. Watch your head, Jonas.
Sir, we've got to figure out a way to slow them down or they'll overwhelm us.
Message from the company commander. Fall back 300 meters.
We're falling back again?
I'm sure it's just to buy us a little time. Izetta will be here soon to help out. Once she shows up, their troops are done for.
You are completely obsessed with that witch, Jonas.
You will be too once you can see everything she can do. Just wait.
Quiet down back there.
General, aren't you too close? I'm fine here. Besides, if we lose this battle, then Aelstadt is doomed. Siege says they have a plan, but I still don't know it.
It's foggy. Maybe that means heaven's on our side today. The Germanians want a safe passage to their allies in the Romulus Federation. They won't send bombers or anything that could destroy the roads. So we'll only have their infantry to worry about. However, we must defeat them before they get to the capital. You've been given the briefing?
Yes. But,
I know this is strange, but trust me, this is for the best. Bianca, is everything ready?
Yes, we were able to mobilize the entire Royal Guard and make it here.
The Royal Guard is elite, our very best. Men and women who've served Aelstad since its founding, and at times even supported us from the shadows. They would rather die than reveal your secret. I trust them.
We swear to fight with you until the end.
thanks so much.
Your Excellency, the Germanian forces have passed the designated location.
Then the stage is set. Commence the operation.
Rat! Wait a second! I have a request.
Get us moving, now! Incoming planes! How many?
3 so far. Wait, it's her! How is she flying?
In the back! The Witch of Aelstadt!
Ivy Zeta! The Visa Hexa! Aelstad's Guard!
Impossible.
Germanian soldiers, you have heard of my great power and of my promise. Yet you've still come. This ends here. I won't allow you to take another step. Listen closely. I'll give you 2 options. Lay down your arms and surrender immediately, or face the wrath of the White Witch!
Silence, girl! The great Germanian Empire will not surrender to someone pretending to be a fairy tale creature!
Stand down! Stand down! Stand down! It's useless!
Damn you, witch!
You fools! It seems you insist on invoking my fury.
Fire!
I am Izeta! Gnomes and spirits of the earth! Now, heed your master's call! And with your might, bring my rage down upon these men who would taint this holy ground!
She's incredible. The ultimate weapon. Focus and do your job. Confirm the situation and report back. Sir!
Are you okay, Izetta?
Yeah, I didn't realize exactly how tense I was until right now.
Well done. It's hard to believe you're the same person who was just shouting at a huge army of Germanians.
I had to. You all worked so hard to get this plan together and keep Aelstad safe. There's no way I could disappoint you. I had to do my best, too.
Let's go. I'm sure Archduchess Fine is terribly worried about you.
Right.
I see. Thank you. There's a report from the field. Our forces were defeated by the witch at Violet Pass. She used her magic to create a landslide? Do you still doubt that she's invincible after this report?
Based on Aelstad's actions, she has some weaknesses. Hopefully the spy you snuck into their army will prove useful.
Yes. He's only a low-ranking officer, though. But I have faith that he'll bring us good intel.
The witch is amazing.
I kinda hope more Germanians come now.
Platoon Commander, do you happen to know where Jonas is?
Getting water.
How the hell did you even come up with that, Mueller?
Would you please keep it down?
Don't tell me to... That was an incredibly elaborate plan to set up. Did you use the Royal Guard for it?
Yes. It's not common knowledge, but there's an old mining tunnel nearby. It's well hidden. Mostly forgotten. In fact, it dates all the way back to the Roman Empire. We planted bombs inside and detonated them to create the landslide.
Well, that was well done. But why would you expose Izetta herself to the enemy's weapons? In this place, she's just a normal girl with no magic. A single bullet would take her down.
She's the one who insisted she do it herself. I didn't want her up there. My plan was to use a guard who we'd made up to impersonate her.
I have to do this, not some decoy.
What are you
They
saying?
might sneak close-up photos or something. Besides, I can't just sit back and watch when everyone is in danger because of my failure. Because I'm not strong enough to fight them here.
You know how stubborn she is when she gets an idea in her head, right? Eventually, even Archduchess Fine gave in and agreed.
Who's there?